Okay, let's do a plank. I've got a timer in front of me so I know how long we go. Let's go! We've started. So, many people know that the plank's a beneficial exercise. Why? Um, it's actually very good for back pain. Why would a plank be good for back pain? The reason is your hip flexors, which are the muscles that prevent your hips just sinking down like that. They work in tandem with your quads, your abs, to hold a plank. That muscle, although it's the one that pulls your knees up when you're walking or when you're marching, the hip flexor is actually attached to your spine. So they come from the front of your thighs, on your thigh bone, through your pelvis and onto your spine. And that's why having shortened hip flexors can cause back pain. People who have tight hip flexors can have back pain. It's simply because those muscles are pulling unevenly on your lower spine, causing lower back stiffness and pain. It's actually the hip flexors. But today, because I'm doing a plank and it's quite long, talking about many things, I wanted to talk about luck. So there's a saying, you make your own luck, and I kind of believe it. I don't fully believe in luck because I'm a spiritual person. I do believe kind of God plays a part in what's happening to us, but you could call some things luck because luck means you don't have full control over it. So if life's about luck, why should we make an effort in anything? Like if it's just luck. Well, they say to win the lottery you have to buy a ticket, and that's what we mean by making your own luck. You don't have a chance of winning the lottery if you don't buy a ticket. So you first got to buy a ticket. And in life we've got to buy tickets for everything we want. But in the end, God decides. So sometimes with the best of intentions, things don't come through for us. But the more times you roll the dice, the more likely you are to strike a lucky number. And that's what I mean by making your own luck. People who are hardworking just seem to be luckier than people who are not hardworking, because they're creating more opportunities. More opportunities to fail. When you roll the dice, most times you don't get the numbers you want. But sometimes you do. Compared to a person who hardly ever rolls the dice. Yes, some of them do get lucky because they roll it just that once. But the more you roll it, the more likely you are to succeed. So that's what I wanted to talk about. What is this? It's a body cooler. I hold it, starts cooling my body because my body's starting to produce a lot of heat from holding this plank position. Once it detects something cold in my hands, it channels the heat from the core body into the hands so that they can cool. And the core body cools. And if your core body temperature goes too high, you can no longer exercise. So your body does not like its temperature to go very high. That's why you sweat. And that's why your body is always doing everything it can to cool itself down. Today the plank's very tough. I've only done 3 minutes. Thursday I did 6 minutes. Now, speaking of making your own luck, focusing on what I specialize in, which is weight loss and fitness. If you want to transform your body, the first thing you need is to want to do it. You have to want to do it. And when I say want to do it, not like the idea of it, want to do it, be prepared to take action. As soon as you're ready to take action, you just need a viable plan, a plan that actually works. Once you have that plan that actually works, you roll with it and you make yourself accountable for it. And that's how you get in shape. It's not about what you're doing necessarily, because many things work. It's more about the fact that you want to do it and you're committed to doing it and you've made yourself somehow accountable to doing it long term. Everything's got to be long term or it almost doesn't matter. I hope that makes sense. And I'm going to leave it there now because I'm just going to disappear into the plank and focus. Hitting 7 minutes now. My longest is 8.5. Is there a chance of going 9 today? Got to stop looking at the time. Look at the time, never ends. Eight minutes. Eight and a half. That's good. 8:50. Nine minutes. Let's go for 10. $9:30. 10 minutes. Let's go 10:30. Sweating and I'm slipping now on the mat. Get the form right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, 10 and a half. Let's do 11. It's coming. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 11.